What's going on? This is Malachi, Oracle Mag. I'm here with my man Braille. We had to chop it up a little bit. What's going on, Braille?
I'm chilling, bro. Chilling.
Man, nice to
see you, man.
Nice to rap with you again. It's been a while since I had an opportunity to interview you.
Yeah,
so
sure.
nice to talk to you. So first question I want to ask is, a while ago you had a different record label, and then you stopped doing that, and then you started Humble Beast. What happened, and what led you to go and launch Humble Beast?
Well, Hip Hop is Music was the first label. Ran that from 04 to 09, maybe 03 to 09, somewhere around there, about 6 years. And yeah, it just came to the end of its time. We did a lot of international work in Japan and Europe, Australia, so a lot of international deals and things like that. And it was a real boom bap, feel good sound. And so I felt like by 09, kind of the label had run its course and had a great time doing it, really enjoyed it, but kind of wanted to go in another direction. And so around that time, I was going to start another label called Talking Textures, but I ended up connecting with Thomas, and so we just joined forces to do Humble Beast. So we started that right in 2010, so picked up right where we left off, and it was a joy, man, to partner with someone else so we could both bring our skill sets to the table, bring relationships to the table, and develop something new with a clean slate, man. But I gained a lot of experience from the years with Hip Hop is Music. Got to do a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? From executive producing to mail outs and shipping and publicity and A&Ring and, you know, just, I mean, taking care of everything, you know. So it was a great experience, but now having a team, I still feel like, man, this is a lot of work, you know, but at least you got some people, you know, grinding with you. So that's been really cool.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. So what's the inspiration behind the business model as far as like releasing free albums?
You know, I mean, it's funny because when I did Cloud 19, I ended up giving away about 15,000 physical CDs, and I guess before the Humble Beast side, there was always just this idea of like, man, there's a lot of people that I want to give access to the music that probably will never be able to buy it, or how would I even market it to them that would make them want to buy it? You know, it's like, what am I going to do? Put an ad of me on a billboard with a chain and buy my record? You know, it's just like, yeah. I wanted to get to reach the record, to reach places that it might not reach on a retail model. Thomas had a similar passion, and so with Humble Beast, we were like, man, we want to freely give the best quality work we possibly can, and primarily doing that in response to the gospel, that God has freely given us Jesus Christ and freely gave His Son that we might have salvation. So we want to do that in response and use the music as an opportunity to make the gospel known, and so that's how that kind of all works together. And you know, we've been able to give away, man, probably to date with Humble Beast, I don't know, 200, 300,000 free downloads from the website, and it's really encouraging, man. A lot of people discovering it that might not have taken interest if we had to try and convince them through advertisements that we were like worth buying or we were superstars or something. It allows us to just do what we do, make it available, and watch it spread, man. So it's been a joy.
And with that said, because you said you 200,000 downloads, but Propaganda's album that just dropped moved about, was it 22,000 or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, that's right.
That's sales too, right?
Yeah, sales are included. Sales are a small percentage. So people have the ability to support if they'd like, and we have people that do that, and really we couldn't survive if it wasn't for those people. So there'll be a percentage of people that will either still purchase on iTunes or purchase a CD or purchase a CD from a live show, but then the majority of it still will be downloads. So the Propaganda record and the Beautiful Eulogy record, they both kind of were the fastest ones to really catch on, because I think there's a new audience that's beginning to discover Humble Beast. So we're really thankful and praising God for that. And so those records are both in the upper, 30, almost 40,000 downloads each on the website. So yeah, it's been really cool.
Now you talked about quality of music and putting together quality music for people to download. Humble Beats realistically is my favorite record label right now because it seems like everything you drop is quality and it's a classic joint. How challenging is it to do that when you're really just giving away the stuff, and how hard is it to really be meticulous in your work, and how do you encourage yourselves to do that?
Well, first, that's really encouraging, man. So I appreciate that. I mean, the goal with Humble Beast is not to be the best, but definitely to give our best.
Amen.
You know, and we work together as a team, and I think that's the biggest part. With each record, it's not just one individual trying to outdo the last individual. It's the whole team working together with all of our combined experience and combined talents, and pulling together to bring out the best in each other.
Okay.
And I think that's been the biggest thing. So is when we start making a record, we get really excited because there's new things we're gonna try and push each other. We tell each other to rewrite verses. We tell each other to remix beats. You know what I mean? But we do it. We have the permission to speak that way into each other's lives because we do it from a place of we believe in each other. You know, every time I write a rhyme, I'm running it by all my dudes. Like, does this make sense?
Amen. Okay.
Is there anything that I said that I could say better or that's off? And that brings out the best in each other. You know, and so that produces a posture of humility where you're striving to do your best, and yet at the same time, people are able to speak into what you do, and people that you trust, and so that helps a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Amen.
Yeah.
Well, I've been following you for a while, so I know that you've done several solo projects. You've done several group projects also, even going years back. How is that different? What do you prefer doing?
Well, now I prefer doing Beautiful Eulogy over and above anything else. I mean, Beautiful Eulogy is it's not like a side project. You know, it might have felt like a side project because we kind of came out of nowhere with it.
I thought it was.
Yeah, but no, that's a Beautiful Eulogy. That is what we do right now. And so anything I might do solo would probably just be a one-off song here and there. If I'm compelled. Thomas sometimes does spoken word videos. I've thought about doing some of that stuff, but I also think just doing songs that I would almost say are kind of like PSAs, things that I really want to speak on that might not fit a record we're working on, but I want to make a song about that particular topic or communicate a particular truth, and might do a one-off song. And so maybe there's solo records in the future, but right now, I mean, we're already thinking about the next Beautiful Eulogy album and the next one after that, So I think that there's a lot of growth that can take place for us as a group, and it's just exciting to create music together. We feel a freedom in the sense that we've reinvented ourselves within the group, so we don't have to do something that people would expect from one particular individual, but as a group we have more freedom to try different things and still keep the unique personality of the group. So yeah.
Cool. Amen. Well, we know people that follow you really on Facebook and Twitter, they know that you're open about your personal relationships and what you're going through. So everyone knows that you're really close with your daughter, and of course you're newly married. How challenging is it to be a family man and to still be a good father, but be on the road and you're touring, and then you also got your projects that you're recording and working on?
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm blessed, man, is that this is what I do full time. So this is not I work a regular 9 to 5, and then I'm trying to squeeze in a bunch of music as a hobby. The Lord has, He's just blessed this. I haven't even worked a job outside of music since like maybe 2000, year 2000, like 12 years or something like that. So this is what I do, you know what I mean? And my daughter's done shows with me. I got real strict rules. I mean, I'm never away in the course of a month more than I'm home, so the most we'll do is 1 week on, 1 week off.
Oh, yeah.
But that's like a busy time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than that, though, when I'm at home, I just work the music like a 9 to 5, man. I'll wake up with my daughter, make her breakfast, go to the drop her off at school, go to the office, type out a bunch of emails, write some raps, whatever. I'll come home, eat dinner, you know. There's a sacrifice, man. Doing ministry in particular will always be a sacrifice for your family. So it's not just a sacrifice I make, it's a sacrifice we all make.
Amen.
And I try and communicate that to my daughters, like, Daddy, I'm not just going to go pay the bills, and I'm not just going to go do rap shows. I'm going to do ministry, and we're going to sacrifice as a family to go tell people about Jesus and to make much of Jesus. And that makes our time together really sweet as well. And so we know what we are spending our lives on. And we have a lot of conversations about that in the household, you know, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for your time, Braille.
Oh, my pleasure, brother.
It's always a blessing to, you know, chop it up with you and talk to you, man. So
Indeed.
until next time, thanks a lot, man.
For sure.